Hey guys, look at my friend Weenie. She's my studio mate for the day. Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're going to be tackling those small rooms in your house and how to make them look as large as possible in photos and video. Let's go. Thanks again for joining us once more. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we're talking about all those small rooms in your property. Whether it be an office space or a bedroom that's a little smaller than you wish it was, I'll give you a few tips on how to make it feel larger and more inviting in your photos, videos, and even in in-person viewings. Topic 1, the perfect view. As I've mentioned in previous videos, the best view of any room for photos and video is typically out towards the window from the doorway. Facing the camera to the window allows you to bring the outside in, and it always makes that space feel a little bit larger. The second factor that goes into this view is trying to shoot from the doorway, as I just mentioned. This allows us as content creators to move the camera out of the room just a little bit, and this allows us to run the walls of the edges of the frame, and once again, add to and make the space look larger. So, that being said, if you want to make your small rooms look the absolute largest, you'll arrange them so when a photographer or videographer arrives, they can shoot from the doorway and face towards the largest window in the room. Topic 2, setting up that view. Now that you realize what your best view is going to be for these rooms, now it's time to talk about how to stage these rooms, or more appropriately, how not to stage these rooms. Place beds, desks, workspaces, or whatever the largest pieces of furniture are in the room and place them against the wall opposite of where the door is located. Facing the foot of the bed always makes the room look larger than it does when the camera is placed at the head and runs the length of the bed, because it leaves no room to breathe in the final image in the front. In the same way of thinking, you should really try to not place any dressers or large pieces against the walls right next to the door. Doing this makes your content creator move into the room, thus making it feel smaller in the final images. Now, let's go over a few visual examples of these theories in action. The first one will be an example of a small office and how much different and larger the space looks simply by removing all the gym equipment on the wall closest to the door and therefore closest to the camera. It opens up the space, making it feel larger and much more welcoming by simply removing all that clutter. It gives you that room to breathe. For this next example, let's look at what happens when you place a large piece of furniture by the door. Here's the image shot from the doorway, and here's the shot moved into the room. Notice that even though there's less room being shown in the second image, it actually feels larger. It's because you don't see that large piece of furniture in the foreground, and it gives you that room to breathe when you first enter the view that I keep talking about. Lastly, let's look at the difference between what wall you place your bed on. Check out this first image where the layout of the staging dictates we have to shoot this room from the bedside. The room feels cluttered and small, but look at how much larger this room looks just by staging the bed on the opposite side of the room. Once again, giving the image that room to breathe I keep talking about. It makes everything feel more inviting, more welcoming, and lastly, larger. That's it, folks. Another one down in the books. I hope you found all this information useful and it helps you when staging your next property for sale. If you like the information I put out there and the way I present it, then please press that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me when deciding what videos to make in the future, and it helps my channel grow. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.